Psalm 50. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. And I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, but the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, and thou consentedst with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest, and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutation to the hopeful leg out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And what I want to get into this evening, is a lesson inspired, by the live stream that Elder Apostle Tahar did this morning. And he, spoke about, how us being awakened is like a total recall, and the scriptures speak on that. And he went into some definitions, okay, and it really brought out the point. And I just want to expound on in the spirit, going to a total recall, because us coming back to who we are as Israelites, all right, us as men and women coming back into our lot, all right, in the faith, okay, we're going through what's called a total recall. Okay, we're going back to the remembrance, all right, of who we were or what we were, who our power is. Okay, so I want to get the definition first. Recall. All right, since it's in the title, let's get the definition. There's two definitions I want to harp on. Let me blow it up a little bit. All right, so you got these two definitions. This is in the Merriam-Webster. So you go to the word recall. All right, let me see. Yeah, recall. Okay. Now the first definition is, hold on, I'm trying to get this out here. Okay. The first definition is a call to return. Okay. A call to return. All right. And this word is a calling, because you're going to the word church. All right. They're calling out. Okay. With this word, it's calling what? Israel to return, and of Israel on the elect is going to return in this time. All right. But even that, the elect, okay, are going to do what we call a total recall. We're returning to our power. All right. Now, definition 3 says remembrance of what has been learned or experienced. See that? Remembrance of what has been learned or experienced. You see? So through the process of reincarnation, that's why reincarnation is important to understand dealing with the doctrine. Now we really understand how our pure minds are being stirred up, because we were Israelites, all right, that served Yahweh Ba'Shem Al-Shah. Okay? This is nothing new what we're doing. We're returning to our power. Okay? This is not our first introduction to the Heavenly Father and His Son. This is not our first introduction to a righteous standard. Okay? We're being reintroduced. Okay? You see? And it's already in our spirits, and that's why, it's so natural, for brothers, to go all out in this ministry. That's why it's so natural for sisters to be, really down in the ministry, because what? We've done this before. Okay? And then this word has activated those spirits that was asleep in us, man. Lord will of that number. This word has aroused these righteous, spirits that's within us. Lord will. Okay. So now let's get some precepts. Okay, let's get that in 2 Peter chapter 3. All right, at 1, it says, this second epistle, beloved, which beloved is the elect. Okay, and this is who's going through that total recall. This is who's returning by the hearing of the word. I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure minds by ways of remembrance or recall. And our pure minds is our spirits. Okay? That's what's being stirred up by this word. You see? And you go into the word stir. All right, let's get that word stir. Okay? In the Greek.
Strong's G 1326. Diagairo.
Diagairo in the Greek. Okay? And what does it say? It says to wake up, to awaken, to arouse from sleep. Okay? You see? Because when we was in the world, we was pretty much asleep. You see? We was part of the what? The walking dead. But this word has aroused us to our true purpose, man. And this is why the believers and the elect are so locked in. All right? Now, metaphorically says to arouse the mind, to stir up, to render active. Okay? Because when we became aroused by this word, what did we do? We became active. Okay? It's this feeling that we're finishing something that we've started in another lifetime, man. Okay? So our pure minds have been stirred up. And now the elect is fully going through their total recall. Now let's go here. Because as we were sent out to teach, okay, the elect are getting their total recall. Okay? That's why when the elect hear this word one time, they never go back. If you're the neck of the elect and you hear this word, okay, we're never the same again, man. Lord, will we endure to the end? Okay? Now this is the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 1. It says, for the kingdom of heaven, all right, this is a parable. For the kingdom of heaven is like a man that is a householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers in his vineyard. Okay, and the householder is Yahushua, and the laborers are the prophets, man. Okay, and the vineyard is who? Israel. Let's prove it. All right, let's prove these things. All right, first let's prove whose house is it. Okay, let's get Hebrews 3. All right, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 3. All right, verse 1, it says, wherefore, holy brethren, partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostle and high priest of our profession, Yahushua HaMashiach, who was faithful to him that appointed him, the heavenly Father appointed Yahushua, as also Moses was faithful in all his house. For this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, in so much as he who have builded the house have more honor than the house. Okay? You see? For every house is built by some man, but he that built all things is the Most High. And Moses verily was faithful in all his house as a servant for a testimony, okay, of those things which were to be spoken after. But Yahushua is a son over his own house, whose house we are. Okay? If we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end. You know, that's why it's always a push to endure. All right, to finish out. We're called, but we're fighting to be chosen. You know, we're fighting to be considered the chosen, man. Okay, but Hebrews 3 and 6 lets you know that we are the house of who? Yahushua. Okay? So let's prove that vineyard, okay, is Israel. All right, and then we'll go back to the parable. This is Isaiah 5. All right, and 7. It says, for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but beheld oppression, for righteousness, but beheld the cry. Yeah, that's when our people was under bad leadership, man. You know? But it made the point in the beginning of the precept how the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel. So now, when we go back to Matthew 20 and 1, okay, it's the book of Matthew chapter 20, verse 1. For the kingdom of heaven is like a man that is a householder. All right, Yahushua. All right, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into the vineyard. All right. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle, okay, in the marketplace. Now, where are we to go teach? In the marketplace? Okay. So you go here to this word marketplace, and we'll get the root. Okay. We got this word agora. Okay. It says an assembly, special of the people, the place of assembly, of public debating, trials. Okay. Marketplace or street. They say street teaching. And when we're teaching, what are we doing? Let's go to the root word. All right. The word is agora. The marketplace, would you go to the root of their word?
Strong's G 1453. Egairo. Egairo.
Gyro. And what does it mean? Okay. It says to arouse, to cause to rise, to arouse from sleep to awake, to arouse from the sleep of death. To recall. the dead to life, to recall the dead to life. And this is why, we was dead to our purpose before Yahushua. Everything we did before Yahushua, we did it, all right, and we was dead to our purpose. And even though our walk, even before the truth, was preparing us in particular ways for our lot, we was dead to the purpose. Now we have been awakened. Now we're alive to our true purpose, man, as men, and you few sisters out there, man, as you get in order. Okay? It says to raise up, to produce, to cause, to appear, to bring before the public. Now, when we're presented, as we teach, we're presented before the public in our purpose, okay, of buildings to raise up, what the edification, construct to erect, okay, construct to erect, cause to be born again. You see? Let's get that in Daniel, show you that. All right, let's get that in Daniel, the 12th chapter. All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12. All right, get straight to the point. All right, this is Daniel 12:9. And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed, all right, till the time of the end. Okay, and we're in that time now. Okay, we're in that time now. What the seals have been loosed, their understanding, all right, has been loose. Okay, go here. I want to get that. Yep, I'm jump down 13. All right, this is what he told Daniel. He said, but go thy way to the end be. So Daniel, would go through reincarnations until this time. Okay, and this represents all the prophets, man. We will go into, those different reincarnations from this time when this is being told to Daniel until the time we are now. Okay, for thou shalt rest. Yeah, the different times we would, will have to die and come back. We'll be put to rest and come back. Okay, but in this time we will stand in our lots. We will stand in our purpose. As Yahushua, when he came, he stood in his purpose as Yahushua. Okay? It says, and stand in thy lot at the end of days. Now, let's get this word lot. Okay? We're at the end of days. So everyone is in their lot. Everyone has been aroused, has been awakened to their lot. Okay? Yeah, this is where I want to get that word stand. Now, you get this word stand. In the Hebrew, it's a mod. Okay? It says to stand, to remain, to endure. Okay? Well, here, this the point. It says to arise, to appear, to come on the scene. You see that? To come on the scene, because who we were before the truth, we wasn't on the scene, all right, as our purpose in righteousness, man. We wasn't on the scene, but then when we was awakened to this word, we came on the scene in our life. Okay, to stand forth, to appear, to rise up or against. You see, when the elect, when the elect member, when the member of the hopeful elect is awakened by this word, then they come on the scene within their true purpose. Okay, and this is what their total recall, their memory. As we read, that's why when we read these scriptures, you can see, it's like we there. You read, go over the live screens, and you go into different accounts, just like we was there. You can feel. This is why the Spirit bear witness with our spirit who we are. Okay, because we're reading about us. You see? I'll go from there. Even with let's go here. Let's go to Exodus. Because the prophets are back in their lots, and and those believing women, because Scripture speak about of the elect lady, they're in their lots. Now, I want to get this account. All right, just read to the point. All right, this is Exodus 1:8. Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass, all right, that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. So they're scheming and plotting to suppress Israel, which there's always the plot with these heathens, man. And who's doing it? And who's doing it on the extremely high level today? Esau, man. Okay, it said therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. Okay, and they was grieved because of the children of Israel, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage and mortar and brick and in all manner of service in the field, and their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, which the name of one, all right, was Shiphrah, all right, or Shapara in the Hebrew, all right, and the name of the other was Puah, all right, was I think it's Puah in the Hebrew, okay. And it says, and he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared the Most High and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have you done this? Why have you done this thing and have saved the men children alive? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Okay? So they pretty much saying we can't keep up. You know, they're running game on Pharaoh, man. They were like, we can't keep up. But nah, they feared the Most High. Okay? The scripture tell you why they did it, because they feared the Most High above the king of Egypt. Okay? So you're gonna have certain women that's gonna come back in their spirit. They pure mind's gonna be aroused by this word. Okay? Therefore, the Most High dealt with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared the Most High, that he made them houses, man. Okay? Which means those midwives eventually they got their own families, man. Okay? They became wives under Israelite men, and they begot children. Okay? So you can believe those women are back, okay, to be under, all right, the house, you know, of the men, all right, whom the Lord is grooming for the next rulership, man. They're back in their lot. That's why you see certain women that are just fervent, you know, consistent, okay, disciplined, all right, because they've done that before. It's in their spirit to be that way, man. We all tainted by Babylon, and you got, we all got a few character flaws that we tweaking. You see, but at the end of the day, we have been aroused, okay, within our lots. Okay, so I want to go here. Let's see, brother. Brother, lighten it up. Let me Yeah, this tough. All right, it's the brother Kazak Bun Yahweh. All right, it's Proverbs 16:33. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. Okay? Now, when you go into this word lot, okay, in this definition, it says small stones being used for that purpose, all right? And we know what were those lively stones? The building, okay? Figuratively, a portion or destiny, okay, as if determined by lot, okay? And this word has aroused us what? To our lot, to our destiny, man. Okay, everything that has ever happened to us was supposed to happen. And we woke up right when the Lord wanted us to wake up, man, and stand in our lots, man. Okay? So let's get this here. Because they don't make this super long. Just want to hit those points. Lord will. It's edifying. All right. Now, you go to the book of St. John, chapter 5. What did Yahushua say? This is John 5:25. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High, and they that hear shall live. You see? And how do we hear the voice of the Son of the Most High? Okay, through preaching, through the prophets. And what's happening? People are getting in their life. If a brother can post that in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 1. Yep, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 1, Baba Kashah. Okay? So Yahushua said that they will come, when his voice will be heard, and what will happen? We will live. Okay? Just as the brother got John 6:33, his brother Kazak Ban Yahweh. Okay? The spirit, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay? So these words have really brought us back to life. Okay? The preaching of the word has spoke us back into existence in our life, man. Okay? This is a brother beyond Yashahala. This Revelation 10:8 says, and the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again and said, go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel, which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. Okay? And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, which is to digest it. And it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be sweet. But it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Because there's a bitterness that comes with this light as well. It's a sweet part to it as we, first find out who we are. Okay, but as we increase in wisdom and we still have to dwell in this filth, it's a bitterness, that come with it. Okay, Revelation 10:10, it says he took the little book out of the angel's hands and ate it up, and it was in my mouth as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again. Okay? Showing you that what? John the Revelator had to come back in his life. Receiving visions and breakdowns and teaching, man. And he said to me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. Okay? Showing you that the prophets will have to come back on the scene in their life, man. Okay? Let's get this, and this is what I wanted to get. Yep, this is Brother Kazak Ban Yahweh, Wisdom of Solomon 8:1. It said, wisdom reaching from one end to another mightily. And how is wisdom reaching from one end to the other? Through this word going out to YouTube. Okay, this wisdom is going out abroad. This doctrine, okay, the spirit of Yahushua is being preached abroad. Okay, and what is it doing? And sweetly, though she order all things, everything is being put in order. Okay, because we have been awakened to our purpose. We have been awakened to our mission. So going back to St. John 5:25, verily, verily I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High, and they that hear shall live, man. And now we're living. We had a total recall. Okay, that's why this world, okay, this world is seeming strange to us now. We seem strange to the world, and the world seems strange to us. Why? Because we're having a total recall. Okay? And Yahushua said what? They are not of this world. And guess what? 2/3, they're back in their lot. Okay? Everyone is back in their lot. Okay? This is St. John 15:18. It said, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. Okay? So Yahushua was establishing that hey, look, all Israel not gonna make it. He's talking about the world of Israel, man. You know, there's gonna be some that's gonna be rebellious unto the destruction. If you were of the world would love his own. But see, when we woke up to our purpose, all right, we started to be what? More and more separate and distant from this world. We started to be more against this society and everything the society stands for, man, the people in it. Okay? So when these things start happening, okay, all right, we started to become outcasts. It said, remember the word that I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. So everybody back. Those that was against Yahushua when he was on the scene, they're against him now. Okay? If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. Yeah, so those that follow Yahushua when he was on the scene, they're back following him now. Okay, because we come with the words of Yahushua. So everyone, you know, has been activated in their lot, all right, within this ministry, man. Okay? So, yeah, that's the point. You know, I just want to hit a few points, man. Yeah, I think that we'll close out on that, you know. So I just want to get straight to the point. Something that, you know, it was sparked in the spirit by a video done this morning by El Apostle Hart. You know, so Lord will you brothers, you know, and you few sisters were edified once again. We'll give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards other brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation, hopefully, shalom.